Diane Leung. I'm a principal at Altman Vilandrie company. I lead the analytics innovation team there. Prior to joining AV & Co., I had spent my entire career on data science and analytics. I started my career in econ consulting. And from there, I realized that I was really interested in marketing analytics. So I went back to school and got a master's degree in marketing science. And then from there, I evolved into various roles in marketing. I spent some time at a digital ad agency. I also spent some time working in the TV industry, working with programmers as well as MVPDs, helping them to figure out how to utilize data to advance their marketing and advertising initiatives before going to Axiom, which is where I was prior to here, where I led a data science and analytics team responsible for product development and specifically global data product development. And today I lead an analytics team that is focused on strategy consulting for clients in the telecom, media, and tech industries. And we utilize data science, geospatial analytics, as well as data engineering to help our clients solve strategy problems. So the question is, how have I basically balanced development in my personal life with success and development in my professional life? And I think that's a tough question for women in particular who find themselves bearing more or proportionally more of the familial obligations of running a household and raising children and balancing that with a successful career. And for me, it really boils down to, I think, 3 guiding principles. The first one is celebrating accomplishments. Recognizing oneself for any accomplishment, no matter if it's the smallest or the biggest accomplishment, making a conscious mental acknowledgement goes a long way in maintaining motivation as well as fulfillment. I follow that same principle with the people that I lead and celebrating their accomplishments and helping them to recognize when they've done something well, what they've done to do something well is critically important. And I found have been very successful in motivating people, motivating teams, as well as maintaining one's sanity. The second principle is following core principles. For me, I love data and data science and analytics, and I'm also very people-focused. I love my teams, I love working with people, and I love building things. So I make sure that in the professional roles that I play, I'm focused on those 3 principles and those core values that are of mine. And the third is clarity over certainty. And that to me, and that's a principle that I got from a leader of mine that was probably one of the best mentors I've had. It's really understanding where you're headed and really focusing on that, the longer term, the medium to longer term goal, whether that's in your personal life or your professional life, and not worrying too much about how you'll get there, right? The precise path that you take will work itself out. But making sure that you're clear on where you're going will help a lot, right? And don't worry too much, because there will be bumps in the road. You will have successes and failures, and as long as we're celebrating them, as long as we're following our core values and we're clear about where we're going, that's how I maintain sanity and composure and success in my life. How can my workplace be more conducive to the success of women? And I think a big component of that is being self-reflective as an organization. So, for example, looking at what are some of the practices and or the culture that has led historically to, for example, women leaving at higher rates than men. And so as a firm, in my particular culture that I'm in, which is strategy consulting, and as our firm, we've done a lot in terms of feedback training and making sure that leaders who are giving feedback are giving it in a very constructive, positive way. And that took, in order for us to get there, took some self-reflection to understand that, hey, maybe the way that we were giving feedback was being taken in a way that was taken personally, and more often by female to be taken in a personal way than male. And to recognize that that was going on and to take measures to improve it. That's one thing. I think on the flip side, as someone receiving feedback, it is sometimes easy to take things personally when they weren't meant to be personal. And I think a little bit of mentorship in training people and helping them to understand that feedback that's given to them should be viewed in a constructive lens, even if it wasn't. Someone had taken the time to evaluate your performance and help and communicate this to you to make you a better employee, to make you a better performer. And even if it was communicated in a way that potentially could have been negative or judgmental, it's still constructive. It's meant to be constructive. Someone has spent their time to give feedback, and if we put on that lens of self-improvement, of investment in time, then that becomes a very different story.